One of the biggest problems with AI automation is not building automations. It's building automations that give tremendous value and will be able to generate money for you. You'll find that freelancers, developers, and even agencies will spend countless and countless of hours trying to research a project for other businesses that don't even yield fruit, that actually goes nowhere. And that's why I built an AI Reddit researcher using Make.com. Essentially, this workflow is twofold. It acts as a lead qualification system, but also gives you an automation framework in order to solve the problems of people as well as businesses. Let me show you how it all works. So here's my scenario, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run it so that you guys can have a look to see what is taking place. Alright, so it looks like my scenario has finished running. So I'm just going to show you the output of what I'm getting based on the list of comments in a specific subreddit. So I'm going to go into Google Sheets, and as you can see, these are the two outputs that I got from the actual subreddit comments. So you can see that the automation problem exists, so it's yes. And then you can see that it's giving me a problem summary. So we'll just go through this first one. It says consolidate projects, invoices, and payments into a single system to track unpaid balances and automatically generate invoices instead of using spreadsheets. It also gives me the automation category over here. And then it also gives me the core problem. So the core problem is no centralized real-time view of projects, invoices, and payments, forcing manual reconciliation across spreadsheets and separate tools. So separate tools, so unpaid balances and billing status are hard to track. Then you can say who has this problem. So who has this problem? So freelancers and solo small business service providers who manage their own projects and billing. Then you can see that it also has a current manual process. So the current manual process, it's also given over there, so I'm not going to go through that. And then it also gives us the desired outcome. So the desired outcome is basically what? A single app or dashboard that consolidates the project's invoices and payments clearly and displays unpaid balances and can generate invoices automatically to eliminate spreadsheet juggling and reduce billing. Then you see we have also what is called the automation name. So I've added here the automation name. So that is automated lead capture, enrichment, and routing. And then we have the automation goal over here. And after the automation goal, we have the target user. Then we also have the Make.com scenario. So this is then the way in which you'll also actually set up this specific project and be able to deliver it. This is also just a step-by-step explanation as to how you need to go about doing it as well. So the step-by-step, and then the AI usage. We also have the estimated build difficulty, so it's intermediate. And then last but not least, we also have ultimately what is the business value. So this is a nice way to actually see and research the specific actual problems and use cases you're getting from a subreddit based on the comments that are there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into Make.com, and I'm going to actually show you how I built this step by step so that you can actually do the same. It's such a powerful tool, such a powerful automation, and it's really, really helpful. And so first things first, what you're going to do is you're going to start off with this section over here. All right, so this over here is a Reddit module. It's a Reddit trigger module which is called list comments in a subreddit. And so if I open it, what you'll see is that I use the subreddit which is called Solopreneur. And so what's nice about this is that you can sort it into different categories. So there's things like confidence or new, top, controversial, hot, old, or even random. And so I actually just set it as top, because top essentially means that it's actually the top performing content in that specific Reddit. But this is based on your criteria. You can do confidence, you can do new, you can do controversial, whatever you want to do here, you can just select, and then you can see that my limit is 5. So essentially this will give out 5 comments that are coming from the subreddit based on this category, which is being top. Now I just want to show you something which is very, very important as well. So you can see here that these are the bundle outputs. So this is bundle number 1 over here, and then you can also see that this is bundle number 2 if I scroll down over here. So you can see this bundle number 2, and then it's going to go up until 5. So essentially the logic here is that you're trying to look for the body of the bundles, because this is the information, or rather this is the comment that the person is actually going to be sharing within that actual subreddit. And then later on we're trying to derive whether this is an actual qualification, if this is actually an automation problem that we can actually solve for this specific user. And so this is actually what we are looking out for. We're looking for actually the body content. We're looking at what they're actually saying, and we're wanting to see if there's a possibility in order to build an actual automation project based on that. So that leads us to the second module, which is called determination. This is where we actually determine whether or not this is an actual automation project that we can proceed with. And so I just use a prompt in order to determine whether or not we can actually use this in terms of a workflow. And what's going to happen here is that it's going to output JSON for me so that I can actually use it in the later stages of my actual automation. But this over here acts as a lead qualifying, you can call it method, right? A lead qualifying step. I just want to know if this is an actual good problem in order to actually build an automation project. And you can see I've actually set some parameters here. So repetitive tasks, manual workflows, data processing, notification or alerts, scraping, integrations between apps, scheduling, monitoring events, responding automatically. So I'm actually prompting this AI model and letting it act as an AI automation consultant. And from there, the AI model will determine whether or not this is an actual good use case in order to build an AI automation project. And so let's go to the next step. So the next step is JSON, parse JSON. And so the reason why I have this step over here is because I'm going to get an output of JSON in this module over here. So if I get an output of JSON in this module, then I'm going to make sure that I parse it so that I can actually get nice structured output. Once I get nice structured output, then I go to the next module, which is a router. Now, this is actually going to be very important, and there's a reason why I added a router module over here. I added a router module over here because this is the logic. Not every single comment and not every single use case within a specific subreddit is going to qualify for an automation project. That's just the reality. And so that's why I needed to create a router over here, because in me creating routers, there's going to be a router which is yes. So this is the yes route over here. And then over here, this is going to be the no route over here. So essentially this means over here that this is not qualifying. So whatever I'm getting from the subreddit, that doesn't qualify, and it's not going to happen. You're not actually going to qualify and actually build an automation use case. But let's say it does qualify, it's going to go through this route. The way that it's going to go through this route is actually going to be caused by this filter over here, right? And so here's the filter. The filter is, so this is coming from my previous module, which is the parse JSON module. It says here, automation problem is equal to yes. So I've set this filter to be, if this automation problem is equal to yes, then what happens is that it's going to go through this route over here because it passes then that filter. And so I've just set a text operator over there, and it's case insensitive. And then if it's a yes, then definitely it's going to go through this problem over here. So it essentially means that AI determined that this specific comment from this user is an actual good use case to build an AI automation project. And then what will happen is that the rest of the workflow will then begin. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video and you want access to this specific blueprint, you can check the link down below in the description of this video. So let's carry on. So once we get that actual automation project, then we go into this module over here. And I just want to show you guys something, right? Because you saw in the first module that we got a bundle of 5. So we got actual 5 comments. But out of the 5 comments, if I click over here, you will see that only 2 actually passed the test, you can say. So the bundle number 1 actually passed the test. So this is an automation use case. But bundle number 2 didn't pass the use case, so we're not going to use that. It went through this route. You can see that bundle number 3, it did pass the test, so we're going to use this as a good automation use case. And then bundle number 4 and bundle number 5 did also not pass, so again it just stops over there and goes through that route. So let's go through this module over here. What we're doing is that we're extracting the real operational problem from a Reddit comment. That is essentially what we are doing here. And what's going to happen is that I'm also again going to get JSON as an output, which I'm going to use at a later stage. Once I do that, then we go into JSON, which is parse JSON. The reason why I do that, again, because I want nice structured output that's coming from this module over here. Then once I get and extract the problem from this module, then I go into this last AI module over here. This AI module, it is essential and is so imperative and very, very critical. The reason for this is because this is where we actually generate the automation framework. This is where we generate the actual automation infrastructure and the architecture that's actually going to solve this problem in the best possible manner. Once that happens, then what's going to happen is that parse JSON again is going to take place, and then all of that information that I'm getting from this workflow is going to be passed into this specific module over here, which I just named database. And so again, that's why I needed to actually use a lot of parse JSON modules. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, a couple, but that's why I needed to use the parse JSON modules so that I can actually put them into these specific headings over here, as you can see, so that I can determine, okay, what is the automation problem? I can determine what's the problem summary, what's the automation category, the core problem, who has the problem, the current manual process, the desired outcome, the automation name, the automation goal, who's the target user, the make.com scenario, the step-by-step explanation, the AI usage, the estimated build difficulty, and also the business value. And so that's why I needed to actually get the structured output so that I can actually map it into this Google Sheets database. And then essentially what will happen is that once I get all of that information, then it's going to be populated over here, and you can see that it's 2 rows over here, and that also matches again what we are getting from this make.com workflow. You can see that yes, we're getting information. This is bundle number 1 and it's bundle number 3, so it essentially means that this is bundle number 1 and this is also bundle number 3. So this is ultimately such a great automation, and I'm just going to go on to Reddit over here. So this is the subreddit. So you can imagine that you would need to just do so much research and just scroll and scroll through things and scroll, and it takes so much time just scrolling and doing some research and trying to look at what people are facing and all of that. So there's just so many things that people are just sharing over here, and you can see here. So solopreneurs, it's 20k, and then weekly contributions is 2k. But I mean, imagine just scrolling, and this is actually not a very sustainable way to be able to actually qualify certain problems and to solve them in a very good time span, but with this automation, it really just solves all of those problems, and I really think that it's super valuable and super amazing. So if you want access to this blueprint, then you can check the link down below in the description of this video. If you want more content that you want me to actually share, also put it down in the comment section and I'll definitely check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.